I figured out how to study so fast it feels like cheating. You know that feeling of spending days studying, only to end up with the same grade as that friend who crammed the night before? Yeah, it makes you feel like an idiot. You sacrifice all your free time, skip the things you actually enjoy, and in the end, your grades are still average while your friends are out there having fun. And to make things worse, studying can be exhausting and boring, which makes you want to procrastinate even more. But the problem isn't you, it's the dumb and inefficient way you've been studying. In this video, I'll show you how to spend just 20% of your study time and still score top grades using simple techniques that almost no one knows about, yet even an average student can easily apply. And the best part? You won't have to keep losing your weekends every time there's a test coming up. So let's get started. 8. Ditch the sweets. Do you binge on sweets before tests due to stress and anxiety? Well, you're being dumb. The truth is, sugar is only going to make things worse. Studies from UCLA prove that too much sugar slows your brain down, making it harder to learn. And if that's not enough, research from the Journal of Physiology shows that sugar can mess up your focus and reasoning. So if you want to study faster and crush the exam, ditch the sweets and go for nuts, fish, or berries before the test. Those will actually boost your memory and keep you focused without leaving you in the sugar fog. 7. Change your mindset. If you sit down to study already thinking it's going to be endless and boring, guess what? It will be. But if you stop being so negative and decide it's going to be quick and easy, your focus will improve and time will fly. Your brain does exactly what you tell it to. There's even a Harvard study that showed employees who believed physical work was good for their health actually saw improvements like lower blood pressure and even weight loss. If it works for them, why wouldn't it work for studying? The bottom line is, your beliefs have way more power than you think. If you start studying convinced it's going to be torture, then yeah, that's exactly what it'll be, you idiot. Now try thinking differently. Instead of saying, this is going to take forever, try, I'll knock this out in no time. And instead of, I'll never understand this, go with, this one's easy, I'll get it done in half an hour. If you stop being so stubborn and adjust your mindset, you'll see how much better your brain performs. Managing your expectations isn't just motivational talk, it's a legit strategy to study faster and suffer less. 6. Use a timer. Just like managing your expectations can save your study sessions, using a timer is the perfect tool to stop procrastinating like an idiot. If you think you've got all day to finish a task, congrats. You're definitely going to take all day. That's the famous Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. But if you set a 30-minute timer, everything changes. Your brain registers the countdown and switches into full focus mode, forcing you to be efficient and get things done faster. Plus, studies show that when we use a timer, we naturally tend to finish tasks in the least amount of time possible. The trick is to set a time limit that pushes you but doesn't make you panic. Don't go crazy thinking, I can't study all of this in 1 hour, but also don't make it too comfortable or you'll just procrastinate. Instead of saying, I'll study all day for this, try something like, I'll cover this chapter in 1 hour and see how much faster you get through it. 5. Prioritize important content. When time is tight, stop being dumb and focus on what really matters. If you only had 2 hours to study, are you seriously going to waste it reviewing the stuff you already know or diving into useless details that aren't even on the exam? Of course not. That's where the 80-20 rule comes in. 20% of the topics will give you 80% of the answers on the test. So instead of drowning in irrelevant stuff, get straight to the point. Need an example? Stop rereading the entire textbook like that's going to help. Go straight to the summaries and the topics your professor won't shut up about. Do exercises on the most tested areas and review past exams. Ask yourself, if I could only review one thing, what would be the most useful? By prioritizing what's really important, you not only save time, but also avoid that awful feeling of studying everything and still learning nothing. Because honestly, what's the point of knowing 100% of the material if only 20% is going to matter on the exam? 4. Study the answers first. If you want to stop wasting time and start studying smarter, begin with the answers. Instead of wandering aimlessly through the entire book, go straight to the questions and answers at the end of the chapters. That's where the important stuff is. Doing question and answer exercises helps you solidify your learning much faster without wasting time on pointless details. And the truth is, exams follow predictable patterns, So if you focus on the right questions, you'll know exactly what to expect. Understanding the structure of the answers and how the grading scheme works is the real secret sauce. It's no use acting like a know-it-all if you can't answer the way the examiner wants. And from what I've heard, one of them even mentioned that your grades will only improve if you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, only if you actually want to get smarter. 3. Focus on your weaknesses. Stop wasting time revising what you already know, you idiot. Instead, focus on your weaknesses, those areas you avoid because they require more effort. It's easy to fall into the trap of reviewing the topics you've mastered because it gives you that "I'm doing great" feeling, but that won't help you when the exam comes. Face your challenges head-on and concentrate on the parts you haven't mastered yet. That's where you'll see real progress. Also, try using horizontal learning, where you connect different areas of knowledge to understand the bigger picture. For example, if you're studying the immune system, expand your view by reviewing related topics like inflammatory responses, cellular defense mechanisms, and autoimmune diseases. This way, instead of being stuck in one topic, you explore more areas and make important connections between subjects. It makes your learning more efficient and complete, leaving you way more prepared for the exam. 2. Use AI tools. Using AI tools like ChatGPT is the key to cutting out wasted time and studying smarter. With the right prompts, you can quickly review content, clear up doubts, simulate tests, and create summaries and study plans without getting lost in endless notes and textbooks. AI helps you organize everything, keeping you focused on what really matters without dragging it out. It's like having your own personal assistant, saving you hours of boring reading and making your study sessions way more efficient. Now, if you're tired of losing entire weekends to studying, I've got you covered. I created a pack with over 250 prompts that will help you master any subject faster than you thought possible. These prompts are the shortcut that will give you back your nights and weekends. No more being stuck to the books until the last minute. Check the link in the pinned comment and never study the same way again. 1. Review and correct. Gather all your screw-ups in a notebook or on Notion and have it handy before the exam. Organizing your mistakes makes it way easier to review. And let's be real, it's much better than making the same dumb mistakes every time. Going over what you got wrong is the best way to lock in the content and make sure you don't mess up again during the test. I mean, you can't keep tripping over the same thing, right? If you liked the video, share it with that friend who's desperate for these tips too. And drop a comment if you've got any secret technique to ace exams without breaking a sweat. I doubt you do, but hey, who knows? And I hope to see you in the next video. If you don't show up, well, you're dumber than I thought.